Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Isn't it strange how, just when you start to wonder if the universe has gone quiet on you, something reaches out, almost like a whisper wrapped in timing too perfect to ignore? That's this moment, right here, right now. You didn't land on this message by accident. You've been carrying a quiet kind of strength, the kind that doesn't always look powerful to the outside world, but inside, it's a force. You've been showing up, holding space, staying grounded through storms that would have shaken anyone else. And while you've done this with grace, lately, maybe you've started feeling that ache, that quiet voice deep down. Is anything I'm doing actually being seen? Is anything moving? The answer is yes, absolutely yes, but not in the loud, dramatic way you might expect. See, there's a stillness before the shift, a calm before everything changes. And it's not because nothing is happening, it's because the universe is aligning things in ways you can't yet see. It's creating paths you haven't even thought to walk yet. You are not being ignored, you are being readied. When things feel like they're being pulled away, when doors seem closed and silence weighs heavy, it's easy to assume something is wrong. But what if this is like a slingshot being drawn back? What if the pressure you're feeling is just potential, ready to be released? As certain as you are in your heart, it's normal to think you've been forgotten. But the truth is, you've been positioned, not for mediocrity, but for movement. For a kind of growth that only comes when you're ready to expand into your highest potential. Before that kind of expansion happens, you might feel like everything around you is shrinking. But you are not shrinking. Your old life is. It's losing its grip, because you're outgrowing the version of yourself that once doubted, that once waited for permission to shine. The universe doesn't rush those who are meant for greatness. It hides them while they mature, so they're not pulled into spaces their spirit isn't prepared to hold. That's you. You're not stuck. You're being sealed until the right moment. So let me remind you, what you've been feeling is not fatigue from failure. It's the stretch of transformation. You are expanding, and expansion always comes with pressure. Have you ever noticed that things seem to get hardest right before a breakthrough? Why everything feels uncertain when you're right on the edge of something new? That's no coincidence. It's the sound of your alignment reaching a new level. It's something ancient in you, your truest self, rising up, ready to meet the world. Because deep down, you know you were made for more. And the reason you feel disconnected from the world around you lately is because your soul is already moving ahead. You're catching up to the version of you that already exists in a higher place. A version of you that walks with calm confidence and clarity. And everything in your life right now is preparing you to meet them. So I'll ask you something only your soul can answer. What if the change you've been waiting for isn't something that happens to you, but something that starts with you? You see, transformation isn't always dramatic. It happens in the smallest shifts. It's in those moments when you realize you're not who you were yesterday. You're waking up to your own evolution. What better way to recognize your newfound strength than by testing it in situations that once felt overwhelming? Maybe you've noticed how you now handle challenges. Things that used to throw you off course now pass by like a breeze. Or perhaps you've had those still moments when you realize that you've become the calm, certain person you always aspired to be, without even trying. You're not being tested to break, you're being trusted with more. The weight you're carrying is not punishment, it's proof that something greater is choosing you as a vessel. And you wouldn't be chosen if you weren't already equipped. The universe has already woven greatness into the fabric of who you are. You don't need to earn it. You don't have to prove yourself. You simply need to remember. That inner knowing you've been ignoring, that pull to rise higher, to break old patterns, it's not just a feeling, it's activation. The universe is speaking to the very core of you, calling you to align with the life that's already waiting for you. And here's the thing, it doesn't require grand gestures or loud declarations. All it takes is the first step, quiet, small and steady, like a seed being planted in the soil. From there, the universe does the rest. You're not required to force or rush, just align, and watch how everything begins to shift toward you. The truth is, much of what you've been waiting for is already yours. But the universe responds to the energy of alignment, not urgency or lack. And when you begin living like it's already done, that's when things start unfolding. And I know that can sound strange when your physical reality still looks the same. The bills, the closed doors, but that's the paradox of true manifestation. Things shift inside you before they shift in the world around you. You don't wait for proof to believe. You believe, and then the proof rushes in. Imagine this, your name being spoken in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Opportunities coming your way, not because you begged for them, but because your energy has become unmistakable. Because you tapped into something deeper than logic. You aligned with a version of yourself that walks in power and peace. And that version, they magnetize miracles. The universe doesn't need a spotlight to move. In fact, the most sacred work happens in the quiet. Internal shifts that no one else can see, but you feel it, you know it. And the moment you stop negotiating with your past is the moment your future speeds up. There's a timeline where everything that once hurt you now makes sense, where every delay becomes part of the design. But to reach it, you've got to release the version of yourself that still sees life through fear, lack, and doubt. You've been through too much to stay where you started. There's a knowing in you now, a sharp instinct. You notice things quicker. You let go faster. You no longer chase, because you understand that what's meant for you won't have to be forced. That's growth. That's elevation. And that's why your blessings are shifting from someday to sooner than you think. There's a spiritual law not often talked about. When you align, you don't chase things. They come to you. The right people, the right timing, the clarity. It moves toward you because you've become a vibrational match for it. You became ready. It's like something clicks inside your energy. You're no longer broadcasting lack. You're sitting in your center, grounded, calm. And from that place, life bends in your favor. The universe has always wanted to pour into you. It has always wanted to multiply through you. But if your hands are full of past pain, there's no room to receive. So maybe this is the moment you let go. You exhale. You drop the story that says you're behind, that you've missed your chance, that you need to prove something. You are stepping into a version of yourself that will scare your past. Not because you're changing into someone else, but because you're finally becoming who you were always meant to be. Bold, focused, radiant. And your past identity will try to pull you back with doubt, fear, and what-ifs. But you're no longer letting it hold you. You're not playing small to keep others comfortable. You're no longer dimming your light to make others feel secure. No, you're rising. And yes, it may feel lonely at times. Growth can be isolating. But that's only because you're shedding distractions. You're clearing the space for real connections, divine connections to enter. You are no longer available for half energy, lukewarm vision, or delayed dreams. The universe has heard the call you didn't even realize you made, and now everything is being rerouted for your highest good. From this moment on, You walk like the blessing is already en route. You speak like the door is already open. You live like you are the evidence of what alignment looks like. This is not just your comeback. This is your awakening. And as you rise, you're not just healing for yourself. You're unlocking something that ripples through generations. When someone like you breaks free, it sends a vibration so loud it wakes up the ones still sleeping in silence. So let the world feel your energy shift. Let it feel your peace, your presence, your rise. Because you, my dear friend, are no longer waiting. You are becoming, and it's already yours. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. You found this message exactly when you were meant to, and I promise you, it's not by accident. Close your eyes if you can, and listen to the version of you who's already walked through everything you're facing. I know that feeling, the one sitting in your chest like an unanswered question, the weight pressing into your ribs. You've been carrying it for so long you almost forget it's there, but in the quiet moments, it reminds you. The uncertainty, the wondering if things will ever truly make sense. Let me tell you something. I am you, echoing from a place where your unanswered questions have turned into constellations, where your what-ifs have been woven into the fabric of time. I see the thoughts you try to push away, the ones that creep in when the world slows down. I hear the silent conversations you have with yourself, the ones you never say out loud. I know, because I remember. And I promise you, every single moment you're living right now is necessary. You're a loving, compassionate, beautiful being, but I know it's hard sometimes to see it. Not because it isn't true, but because there are pieces that haven't fallen into place. You think you're lost, but what if I told you that feeling lost is the first sign you're about to be found? You think you're falling behind, but what if I told you that in another reality, you're already ahead? What if the very thing you think is holding you back is actually shaping you into something beyond what you imagined? Your struggles are not pauses, they are shifts. Every emotion you're experiencing is a bridge, not a wall. You are not stuck. You are becoming. You've felt it, haven't you? The strange pull towards something unseen, the quiet recognition of a moment before it happens, a song lyric that feels like a message meant just for you, a number that appears too often to be a coincidence, the way a certain silence speaks louder than words. You are more connected than you realize. This existence you're living, it's not random. It's a pattern, a code, a rhythm, and you are part of it. The things you dismiss as nothing are actually everything. That overwhelming feeling you get sometimes, the one that makes you question if anything even matters. It's not emptiness. It's your soul processing more than your mind can translate. You are absorbing, expanding, shifting into a higher frequency. And I know sometimes it feels like too much. But I need you to understand something. Your emotions are not a burden. They are blueprints. They are mapping out something bigger than you can currently see. They are turning pain into wisdom, fear into clarity, chaos into creation. The thoughts that make you question everything, those are proof that you are alive, that you are aware. And awareness is power. Do you ever wonder why the smallest things seem to affect you so deeply? Why certain words stick to your ribs like echoes? Why you can feel the energy in a room before a single word is spoken? It's because you are not just living in this world. You are feeling it, absorbing it, translating it in ways most people never will. Your depth is not a weakness, it is a superpower. The fact that you feel so much, that you care even when it hurts, that is proof that you are tuned into something beyond the surface. And yes, it makes life harder sometimes, but it also makes it more real. If you could see yourself from my perspective, you would understand. You would see that every single thing you're doubting about yourself is the very thing that makes you extraordinary. That hesitation you have, the one that whispers, "What if I'm not enough?" It's a lie. Because you already are. And those moments when the world feels like too much, the ones where you wish you could just pause everything for a while, those aren't signs that you're weak. They are signs that you are processing the kind of growth that can't be measured. Even the days when you feel like you've done nothing, those are part of the transformation too. Healing doesn't always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like stillness. I know sometimes you feel like you're alone in this, but if only you could see the way the universe is watching over you, the way every challenge is sculpting you into something unbreakable, the way even your moments of silence are being written into a symphony that hasn't been played yet. If you only knew how much is unfolding for you, not against you. The person you're becoming is someone you haven't fully met yet. But I have, and I promise you, they are worth every moment of uncertainty. I know you've had moments where you've questioned everything, where the weight of existence feels too heavy, where you wonder if you'll ever truly feel at home in this world. But let me tell you something. The fact that you feel this deeply, that you ask these questions, that you search for meaning in places others overlook, is proof that you are already on the path. The very doubt that whispers in your mind is the same force that will eventually lead you to clarity. What if your confusion is not a mistake, but a signal? What if every time you feel lost, it's actually life shifting you into the exact position you need to be? Look around you. Notice the smallest things. The way the light filters through your window, the way the air feels just a little different before something important happens. These moments are not coincidences. They are signs, patterns, glimpses of something larger that your mind is still learning how to translate. You are more connected than you realize. The thoughts that feel random, the dreams that stay with you long after you wake up, the sense that something is guiding you even when you can't explain why. You are not imagining these things. You are remembering. There is a version of you that already knows the answers you are searching for, a version of you that has seen beyond the doubts, beyond the fear, beyond the limitations you currently believe in. And that version of you is watching, waiting, whispering through moments of déjà vu, through the numbers that appear too often to be chance, through the instinct that tells you to keep going even when you're not sure why. You are not just walking through life. You are co-creating it, shaping reality in ways you don't yet understand. Your existence is not a passive experience. It is a force. And every time you think you are at your weakest, you are actually gathering strength in ways that will one day astound you. Think about it. How many times have you thought you wouldn't make it through something only to find yourself on the other side, changed, wiser, still standing? You are more resilient than you give yourself credit for. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every sleepless night where you felt like the universe had forgotten you, those moments were not empty. They were chapters, and those chapters were necessary. You are not just surviving, you are becoming. You are learning to trust yourself, even when the world tells you otherwise. You are learning to navigate the spaces between who you were and who you are meant to be. And yes, that in-between space is uncomfortable. It feels uncertain, restless, like standing in a doorway that hasn't fully opened yet. But trust me when I say the door will open. The silence you feel around you is not emptiness. It is the sound of the universe rearranging itself for you. One day, you will look back at this moment and see it differently. You will realize that every delay was a redirection, that every ending was actually an invitation to something greater. You will see that the things you thought were breaking you were actually shaping you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone who carries light, even in the darkest rooms. And when that day comes, I hope you remember this. I hope you remember that even in your hardest moments, you were never truly alone. And most of all, keep going. Keep feeling. Keep trusting that even when things don't make sense, they are still leading you somewhere meaningful. You are not lost. You are in motion. And I promise you, where you are headed is beyond anything you have imagined. I love you. I remember you. I am you. And you are extraordinary. You just need to see it. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. I want you to know right now that what you're hearing isn't a random message drifting across your screen. It's a reflection of something you've already called into your life, not with your voice, but with your soul. You see, everything you're facing right now, from joy and certainty and yes, even the heartbreak, the financial weight, the solitude, or the confusion, on some level, you asked for it. I know. That might sound almost offensive at first. You might be thinking, why would I ever ask for pain? Why would I choose struggle? But stay with me, because I promise you, it's going to make sense in a way that changes everything. You didn't ask for heartbreak with words. You asked for growth. You asked to become mentally stronger, spiritually deeper, emotionally freer. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, didn't send you a polished version of the strength you asked for. It sent you the weight. Think about it. If you asked for stronger legs, you wouldn't wake up tomorrow with muscle. You'd wake up with soreness after lifting something heavy. If you asked for courage, you wouldn't suddenly feel fearless. You'd face something terrifying. So, when you asked for love, the real kind, not just attention or attraction, you may have first been sent people who taught you how not to be loved, so that when the real one appears, you'll recognize them by how deeply safe it feels. Because believe me, you don't want to meet the real thing unprepared. That brings me to something I've been wondering for a long time now. Why do we so often ask for things we think will make us feel a certain way, instead of asking directly for the feeling itself? We ask for the perfect job, for wealth, for a partner who gets us. But when we really look deeper, we're not chasing the thing. We're chasing the state of being we think it will bring us. We imagine peace sitting across from someone who understands us. We imagine joy in a paycheck that wipes our debts clean. We imagine freedom on a plane ticket to someplace we've never been. But haven't you already seen it for yourself? That friend you thought would bring you comfort ends up draining you. The money you thought would relieve your stress actually added pressure. The opportunity that looked like a blessing came wrapped in chaos. And this doesn't mean friends or money are bad, of course. This is where most people get stuck. They think they've asked for the wrong thing. Or worse, that they've been cursed with bad luck. But what if the real shift begins when you stop asking for things and start aligning with states of being? Peace, joy, freedom, abundance. Not as distant goals, but as present, embodied truths. What if the path to everything you want isn't about chasing at all, Because here's what I've learned, and I believe it with every part of me. When you become the frequency of what you want to receive, the rest adjusts to meet you there. People start responding to you differently. Money finds its way to you in forms you never expected. Opportunities align themselves without force or begging. It feels like magic, but it's resonance. And here's the beautiful twist no one tells you. The more you choose the feeling, peace instead of proof, joy instead of justification, the less you even need the external validation. And somehow, that's exactly when it starts showing up. Because you've stopped waiting to feel whole. You remembered, you already are. So let me gently remind you of something that gets lost in the noise. Your worth was never tied to a bank account or a relationship status. You didn't come here to chase symbols. You came here to embody truth. You're not broken or behind or unlucky. You're in the middle of a powerful transformation. And while others may be chasing the glittering surface of a dream, you are becoming the kind of person who doesn't need the surface to feel fulfilled. Because when you radiate from the inside, everything on the outside becomes a natural reflection. Now, let's go even deeper. You see, when you align with the feeling of peace, love, abundance, and joy, these states of being, the universe responds. And it doesn't just respond in small ways. It floods your life with everything you've been seeking. But here's the catch. The more we try to seek it in material things, the more elusive it becomes. When we focus on the outside, we miss the key, that the essence of what we seek is already within us. Let me ask you, how often do you feel the pressure of needing more to be happy? You look around at others and they seem to have it all. The relationship, the perfect job, the house, and you think to yourself, why not me? But my dear friend, here's the truth. The external world is just a reflection of your internal state. It's not about what you have, but how you feel about what you have. You've probably heard people say, it's not what you have, but how you use it. Well, let me take it a step further. It's not about what you have at all. It's about how you feel about yourself in the process of having it. When we see people with all the things we think will bring us happiness, we often fail to see the discontent beneath the surface. Some of the wealthiest people on this planet are still searching for peace. Some of the most accomplished are chasing joy in all the wrong places. And it's not because they haven't made it. It's because they've sought happiness through external validation rather than from within. And this doesn't mean wealth or fame is bad. Of course not. The thing is, even if we have it all without the inner foundation, it won't serve us the way we think. And this is where you have an advantage, because you already realized you're not meant to live a small life, defined by the limitations that the world tries to place on you. You were born with a higher purpose, with a mission that transcends the physical world's standards. Your real power lies not in your possessions, your achievements, or even your relationships. Your real power lies in your ability to remember who you are, beyond the labels and the external noise. When you tap into that power, something amazing happens. Your entire world begins to align with your higher vibration. Doors open, people show up, opportunities present themselves. Not because you chased them, but because you became the frequency of what you were seeking. And the question remains, why do we chase peace, love, and joy through the things that may not necessarily bring them to us? Why not go straight to the source and embody the very states we seek? Think about it. How many times have you searched for peace in the chaos? How many times have you sought happiness in external validation or love in another person's approval? But peace, joy, and love are not something that come from outside of you. They are the very essence of who you are. What if, instead of focusing on getting more, whether it's more money, more love, or more recognition. You focused on becoming more of who you are at your core. What if you embodied love first, rather than waiting for someone else to love you? What if you embraced peace right now, instead of thinking it will arrive when you finally get what you want? The truth is that we are conditioned to seek outward solutions for inner peace. We think we need to control the world around us to feel okay inside. But what if you didn't need to control anything at all? What if everything you desire is waiting for you, but only when you come into full alignment with your truest self? As you start to embody the states of being you seek, whether it's peace, love, joy, or abundance, you'll notice a shift. It won't be immediate. The world doesn't change overnight, but your perception will. And as your perception shifts, your life will follow. This is how true transformation happens. The real magic is when you realize that what you want has always been within reach, waiting for you to claim it. And the way you claim it is not through force, but through alignment. When you align with the frequency of the life you desire, it naturally flows to you. This is the power of embodiment. It's not about asking for things. It's about becoming the very person you wish to be. And when you do this, the external world begins to reflect your inner state. The relationships you desire, the financial abundance, the experiences, they all start to show up, not as a result of chasing, but as a natural consequence of who you've become. And as you step into this power, you will find that everything you've been seeking will come to you effortlessly, just as it was always meant to. So, I invite you now to step into your power, to claim your worth, to become the person who already embodies the peace, love, and joy you seek. And as you do, remember that everything you've been searching for is already on its way to you. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. You've stumbled upon something powerful today, and I know you can feel that energy already vibrating in the air around you. The whispers, the doubts, the moments when others tried to break you, tried to hold you back. They were wrong. They thought they knew who you were and how far you could go. But here you are, defying expectations, standing tall, and showing the world what true strength looks like. They thought they could break you, didn't they? Not out of grudges, but from a place of jealousy. They see the unshakable certainty within you, a confidence that they lack, and it makes them uncomfortable because they can't find that same inner strength in themselves. They thought the challenges they threw your way would be your downfall. And maybe for a moment, they thought they succeeded. But here's what they didn't count on: the depth of your resilience. The fire that burns within you isn't just a flicker, it's a blaze, a force that refuses to be extinguished. And now, as they scratch their heads, trying to figure out how you're still standing, the truth becomes clear. They can't break you. You're unbreakable. Do you know what that means? It means something special, something they never prepared for. They were betting on your collapse. But what they didn't realize was that your story was never about surviving. It was about transcending. It was about becoming something they could never understand. They wanted to see you weak, to watch you falter, but all they saw was you becoming stronger than they ever imagined, and it's terrifying them. But let's talk about you. You've endured betrayal, isolation, setbacks. You've faced dark times, and in those moments, you thought it was your end. You thought that the weight of the world would swallow you whole. Yet, something extraordinary happened. You discovered something within yourself that no one, not even they, could take away. You transformed. You found the reason for your challenges, for the solitude that you once feared. You realized that every painful moment, every struggle, every setback was a stepping stone toward your personal evolution. Now you stand not as someone who merely survived, but as someone who has been reshaped, reformed, and redefined. You didn't just endure, you rewrote the rules. You used every attack, every obstacle, every attempt to hold you down as the raw material for your own personal revolution. This is how you learned to thrive, how you learned that nothing could break you. You realized that the very things that were meant to hold you back were the things that pushed you forward into your greatest power. They thought they knew your limits. They assumed your silence was weakness. But now, they're the ones questioning everything. They didn't understand that silence isn't defeat. It's where transformation happens. It's where you rebuilt yourself, where you became unrecognizable to the world, even to yourself. And while they kept waiting for you to falter, to fall, to disappear, you kept rising. You kept building. You kept pushing through. This is where the real power lies. Not in what they did to you, but in what you did with it. The challenges you faced weren't just obstacles. They were the crucible in which your strength was forged. The very things they thought would break you only made you unshakable. And as they scratch their heads, trying to make sense of how you keep moving forward, they are realizing, albeit too late, that their attempts to defeat you were never going to work, because you were always going to rise above it all. You've transcended their games, their manipulation, and their limits. You've stepped into a space where they no longer have power over you. You no longer need their validation. You found something inside you that is more powerful than anything they could ever give or take away. And that's why, no matter how much they tried to push you down, you've come back stronger. You've evolved beyond their reach. Now, as you continue to rise, you may notice something powerful happening. Your very presence disrupts the lies they've been living. You've become a force they can't contain, a force that forces them to face their own shortcomings. They thought they knew how to break you, but instead, you've forced them to confront their own limitations. The truth is simple. You've become the mirror they never wanted to look into. And let me tell you this, you're not doing anything wrong. This pain is necessary for them. You're helping them realize that this is not the way to gain certainty and confidence by bringing others down. And the beautiful part is, it's not about them anymore. The power was never in their hands. It was always in yours. You've stepped into the full strength of your transformation. Every hardship, every betrayal, every moment they thought would hold you back has only sharpened you. It's given you clarity and confidence they could never imagine. While they played their games, you learned the truth about yourself. You learned that the obstacles they threw at you were never meant to stop you. They were meant to show you how to rise above. You're no longer the person you once were. That version of you, the one who doubted themselves, who feared the unknown, is gone. You've created your own path, and now, no matter how hard they try to understand, they're left in your wake. You've transformed in ways they can't even begin to fathom. They thought they could isolate you, silence you, diminish your power. But what they didn't realize was that solitude became your greatest strength. In the silence they thought would break you, you rebuilt yourself. You discovered the depth of your potential. While they waited for you to crumble, you were hard at work becoming someone they would never recognize. Their attacks on you were not about defeating you. They were about keeping you from realizing just how unstoppable you truly are. But now, as you stand tall, stronger than ever, they're faced with the uncomfortable truth. Everything they threw at you didn't just fail. It helped you grow. The more they tried to hold you down, the higher you rose. And now they're the ones left in confusion, watching as you continue to break through every limitation they thought you had. And the best part is, this is just the beginning. The real battle never even started with them. It started the moment you decided to take control of your destiny. The moment you realized that no matter what they did, no matter how hard they pushed, you had the power to rise. And now you're walking a path they can't follow. You've gone beyond their reach, beyond their understanding. You were never part of their game. You created your own. And now that you're in control, the only thing left for them is to watch as you continue to soar, because you know that you were always meant for more. You've already won, and there's nothing they can do about it but to watch and maybe learn. You've moved beyond their manipulation, their lies, and their attempts to control you. Your existence, your every move, proves that nothing can hold you back. So, keep rising, my friend. Keep shining. Because the world is waiting for you to show them what true strength really looks like. You've already stepped into your greatness. And now you're just getting started. Your story is yours to write, and no one, not them, not anyone, can stop you now. Your transformation is unstoppable, and you're only now beginning to realize just how powerful you truly are. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. This message didn't just find you, it was drawn to you through currents beyond logic, because something within you has already begun to shift. Maybe you've felt it. A subtle pull, a soft hum beneath your everyday life. Not loud, not disruptive, but undeniably there. Like a quiet pulse in the background, urging you to notice what's always been waiting beneath the surface. And if you've been sensing that your very presence feels different lately, like the world is responding to you in a new way, you're not imagining it. You are not becoming someone else. You are finally starting to see the truth of who you've always been. There is something extraordinary unfolding behind your eyes and through them. It's subtle, but undeniable. Perhaps you've caught your reflection and paused, not because of your appearance, but because your gaze held a depth you didn't recognize before, a sharpness, a peace, a quiet intensity that seems to be growing. This isn't just a trick of the light. This is spiritual evolution making itself visible. Your eyes, my dear friend, are no longer just a biological tool for sight. They are instruments of energy, emotion, and divine recognition. They're learning to speak a new language, one that transcends words and touches truth directly. Maybe that's why people have started reacting to you differently. Have you noticed? Some are drawn to you like they've known you forever, while others glance away, unsettled, as if your gaze uncovers something they weren't ready to confront. This is because your eyes now hold light, not metaphorically, energetically. That light is real, and those who can sense energy, even unconsciously, are feeling it. You're not just seeing, you're transmitting. And not everyone can handle that level of truth, especially not when it's reflected back at them so effortlessly. Have you found yourself needing more stillness lately? Pulling away from crowds, craving candlelight or soft twilight instead of the usual glare of artificial brightness? That's your frequency shifting. You're not too sensitive. You're becoming refined. The world hasn't gotten louder. Your perception has gotten clearer. You're noticing the emotional static in rooms before anyone says a word. You're reading tension like a headline in a silent crowd and sensing people's energy like colors in motion, even when they don't speak. This is the evolution of your inner sight. It's the activation of perception that can't be taught in books or unlocked through logic. It comes through experience, through healing, through letting go of what dimmed you before. And as you release those dense energies, your field expands. You start lighting up from the inside out. At times, this may feel like a burden, when someone's pain walks into the room before they do. When the energy of a space feels so loud, you can hardly hear your own thoughts. But this sensitivity isn't weakness. It's your superpower. It's your guidance system tuning itself to truth and filtering out everything that no longer matches your vibration. Your eyes are starting to glow for a reason. That's not just a poetic idea, it's real. Some of you are noticing tiny changes in color or brightness. Maybe they look clearer, glassier, sharper, almost reflective like still water at sunrise. You might see hints of gold where there was once only brown, or feel your natural eye color deepening into something richer. This isn't cosmetic, it's energetic. What you're witnessing is the light of truth making itself known, and truth is radiant. You are becoming impossible to overlook. Even those who never gave you a second glance are beginning to pause, unsure of what shifted. But something did. It's your gaze. It carries presence now. Not because you're trying to be seen, but because your energy is louder than words. People might say, there's something different about you, and they won't be able to explain it. That's because it can't be explained. It can only be felt. So let me ask you something. Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt like time stopped? Like you saw something ancient staring back at you? Something that knew? What if I told you others are starting to feel that when they look at you? This is not imagination. It is revelation. Your eyes are becoming a mirror for others, reflecting what they've forgotten about themselves. This is why people may feel emotional in your presence, why a passing glance can unlock tears, why your silence speaks volumes. You are emitting a signal of truth, and those who are ready for it will feel like they've come home when they meet your gaze. And if your gaze has started to feel like it carries weight, like it's holding more than just vision, don't fear it. You're not losing your mind. You're reclaiming your awareness. There's something sacred happening behind the scenes of your transformation, something few will talk about, but once you feel it, you can never unfeel it. Your gaze has become more than visual. It's become dimensional. When you look out at the world now, it's not just people or places you see, it's layers. Layers of truth, illusion, fear, and love. It's almost like your eyes have started to peel back the surface of things, showing you what's real and what was only ever pretending to be. This is why your presence feels different, even to strangers. Without meaning to, you're triggering people, not through confrontation, but through clarity. You don't need to say anything. Sometimes, simply being in the room is enough to stir emotions in those who've been hiding from themselves. Some will appreciate the mirror you offer, others may resist it. But make no mistake, no one walks away from your energy unchanged. You may have noticed people avoiding eye contact lately, or the opposite, being unable to stop looking. There is no in-between anymore. You've become a tuning fork for spiritual resonance. Those who are ready to evolve will feel like they've just met someone they've been searching for. Those who aren't yet ready might feel exposed. Don't shrink because of this. You are not here to make everyone comfortable. You are here to awaken something ancient in the human spirit, and it begins with your presence. think back. How many times have you felt like you could sense someone's sadness even through their smile? How many times have you known something wasn't right, even when the words sounded fine? That's not paranoia. That's clarity. That's spiritual sight. And now, your eyes are reflecting that same precision, radiating a calm yet commanding force that few can ignore. Ancient mystics and sages were described as having eyes that see through the soul. But they weren't born that way. Their gaze became magnetic through transformation. And you, my dear friend, are walking that same path. Your vision has moved beyond seeing. It has begun revealing. You're beginning to see through the eyes of the soul. Signs, patterns, and divine nudges that once passed you by now feel unmistakable. Your intuition is louder. Your decisions feel more guided. The doubts that used to cloud your judgment are falling away. You're no longer searching outside for truth. You simply know when something is right. Even your dreams may be changing, becoming more vivid, sometimes even prophetic. Faces, messages, flashes of insight that stay with you long after you wake up. This is because your perception is no longer limited to the physical plane. You are tapping into wisdom that stretches beyond time. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't just for your benefit. Your evolving sight has the power to comfort others without a single word. Ever notice how someone relaxes when they talk to you? How they seem to exhale around you in a way they don't with anyone else? That's not coincidence, that's healing. That's your eyes silently saying, "I see you, and you are safe here." You are becoming a sanctuary in human form. But let's be honest, this can be isolating too. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will be ready for the level of clarity you now carry. You might find yourself withdrawing at times, not because you're lonely, but because your energy is recalibrating. You are learning how to balance your light in a world still afraid of shadows. So here's a quiet reminder. You are not too much. You are not too intense. You are precise. And precision often scares those who still live in chaos. Every time your gaze meets the world, you're communicating without speaking. You're reminding others of something their soul already knows. That's why some will look into your eyes and feel hope, even if they don't know why. That's why others will feel seen in a way they've never experienced. You are becoming a living reminder of what is possible. And the world has been waiting for more people like you. People who see through the noise, people who reflect truth through their presence, people who walk through the world carrying spiritual integrity in their gaze. Your eyes are now a reflection of your inner evolution. Your light is no longer hiding, it's leading. And whether the world is ready or not, your presence is here. Let your gaze remain soft yet strong. Let it carry kindness, but never dim its clarity for the sake of comfort. Your soul has traveled lifetimes to shine through those eyes. Treat them with reverence. They are not ordinary anymore. So if something inside you has been whispering that you're changing, that your sight is deepening, your perception is sharpening, your energy is becoming harder to ignore, it's because you are awakening. And the eyes are always the first to tell the story. Thank you for being exactly who you are, and please know that the world needs your presence more than ever before. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this message, please like the video and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your amazing journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there. Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Something tells me you weren't just drawn to this message by coincidence. You didn't land here by accident. You were guided. And I don't mean that lightly. There's a precision to the way life has been aligning for you lately, even if it's been messy, chaotic, or downright uncomfortable. Underneath the confusion, there's been a quiet unfolding. Like the sound of footsteps in a fog, something has been approaching. And whether you know it or not, it's been waiting for you to realize one simple truth. You are a walking, breathing testament to what survival looks like when it blooms. That might sound poetic, but I promise you, it's literal. Think back, really think, not just to the events you've lived through, but to the emotions you've carried in silence, the things you never spoke aloud, the weight you held when no one noticed. You've walked through invisible fires, ones no one else even saw, and you didn't just walk through them. You walked out of them glowing. People can sense this. That's the part that's been confusing, isn't it? Why you feel so watched. Why strangers stare. Why people act strange around you. It's not in your head. Your energy doesn't move into a room quietly. It enters like the wind before a storm, subtle but undeniable. You shift the atmosphere just by existing. And the reason it feels so heavy right now, the reason it feels like you're stretched to your last thread, is because something is about to give. There is this moment that happens right before something life-altering enters your field. It doesn't come with celebration. It comes with pressure. Pressure so thick, you almost question your sanity. Why am I still waiting? Why do I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something massive, and yet nothing seems to be happening? But here's what you may not realize. The pressure is the proof. It means you've outgrown something, someone, somewhere. You're pressing against the edges of your old life, and the walls are starting to bend. Spirit is watching you in this moment like a parent watching their child try to ride a bike without training wheels for the first time, equal parts nervous and proud. Because yes, you might wobble, but you're ready. Have you noticed how your body is trying to guide you lately? A sudden urge to eat differently, to move, to rest more intentionally, to distance yourself from certain environments or even people without needing a big explanation. That's not random. That's your intuition waking up from its slumber and saying, "Let me take the lead this time." Because this isn't just a new chapter, it's a new volume, a complete rewrite of the narrative you've been living in. But here's the funny part. You've already started living it without realizing. That random conversation that made you feel seen for the first time in weeks, that small urge to clean out your space at 3 a.m., that weird dream you had that lingered all day, they're not accidents. They're codes, breadcrumbs, clues. You see, when a miracle is too large to drop in all at once, life delivers it in pieces. And those pieces, they don't always look like gifts. Sometimes they look like delays, like setbacks, like, why did this fall apart? But when you zoom out just a little further, when you stop trying to make linear sense of something cosmic, you realize, oh, this is construction. This is the part where the universe rips out the floorboards because it's about to put in marble. Let me ask you something, and be honest. When was the last time you truly gave yourself credit? Not for surviving, not for enduring, but for growing, for choosing differently, for knowing better, and actually doing better, even when it hurt. You're not the same person you were a year ago, not even close. And if you're being really honest, you're not even the same person you were last month. That's how rapid this transformation has become. And sure, on the outside, it might not look like much. But within you, tectonic plates are shifting. And the reason your nervous system feels overwhelmed some days is because your soul is moving faster than your life has caught up with. It's okay to feel the friction. It's okay to be tired. But please don't mistake discomfort for misalignment. Often, it's the clearest sign you're right where you need to be. And look, if no one's told you lately, I'm proud of you. Not in the empty, overused way. In the, I see how far you've come and I know how much it took way. The, I know you've cried alone and then smiled in public like nothing happened way. There are divine forces watching you right now with awe, because even when you felt like giving up, you kept holding on. And while you're holding on, something inside you is quietly rebuilding itself. Not with noise or fireworks, but with a kind of grace that can't be taught. A deeper wisdom is forming layer by layer beneath the surface. And maybe that's the whole point. Maybe the reason your life hasn't shifted in the loud, cinematic way you expected is because your transformation has been nothing short of sacred. There's a sacredness to stillness, a holiness to the waiting. You're not just idling, you're becoming. Your soul has been rearranging things in silence, calling your power back from places you gave it away, stitching together the parts of yourself you thought were gone for good. It's no wonder you're exhausted. You've been building an empire inside of yourself with nothing but sheer will, faith, and a light no one could take from you, not even in your darkest hour. And now comes the part where you begin to see the results. But here's the twist. The miracles won't look how you thought they would. Some of them will arrive dressed as endings, some as confusion. Some will enter your life so subtly you won't even realize how different everything feels until you wake up one morning and realize you're no longer afraid, that you no longer feel small in rooms you used to shrink inside of, that your voice no longer trembles when you speak your truth. These are the real miracles, the ones no one claps for, the ones that don't go viral, but they're yours and they're permanent. Let me tell you something else that I don't think you hear enough. You were never meant to live an average life. The reason it's been so hard is because your story was never going to be simple. Your timeline was never going to look like anyone else's. You were made to break molds, to burn down boxes, to confuse the people who tried to define you. Your path was always going to be strange, unexplainable, magnetic, and yes, a little lonely, because people who carry this much light don't fit in just anywhere. You weren't made to blend in. You weren't made to dim. You weren't made to settle for a life that didn't ignite you. And if you've been feeling distant from the people around you lately, if conversations that used to energize you now leave you feeling drained, that's okay. It means you've outgrown what was once familiar. It means your spirit is preparing for a new frequency. And that's not something to fear, it's something to honor. Ask yourself this, gently. Where am I still trying to be understood when I was meant to be free? It's okay if people don't get it. It's okay if they never do. You're not here to convince anyone of your worth. Your energy speaks for itself. It whispers to the right people and roars in the face of everything that tries to diminish it. That's what makes you powerful. And even in your softness, even in your vulnerable moments, you radiate strength. It's in the way you get back up when no one's watching. It's in the way you still believe in love, even after betrayal. It's in the way you nurture others, even when your own heart is still healing. So take a breath. Really take it in. Let it remind you that you are still here, still standing, still open to what life has for you. There is more ahead than there ever was behind, and no matter what your current reality looks like, you are not stuck. You are not forgotten. You are not broken. You are evolving, loudly, quietly, beautifully. And it's happening whether you see it yet or not. One day, very soon, you're going to wake up and realize the struggle wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The waiting wasn't a delay. It was divine protection. And the discomfort? It was the final stretch before the breakthrough. Spirit isn't late. Your blessing isn't lost. Your new path isn't far away. It's right beneath your feet, waiting for you to take that next small step with faith, so loud it drowns out every whisper of doubt. So until it comes, until the reveal, until your name is called and the light floods in, just stay close, stay soft, stay wildly, boldly hopeful, because the universe isn't finished with you yet, not even close, and I can't wait to watch what happens next. We'll meet again soon, my dear friend, and when we do, I want you to come back with that same sparkle in your eye, the one that never left you, even in the dark. Until then, keep shining brightly and unapologetically as possible. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. If this message resonated, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to stay connected. Continue your awakening journey by choosing one of the videos on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.